I had taught the dream, if you just do the right things and eat the right things, you will be okay, said Mr. Del Sandro, whose cholesterol and blood pressure are reassuringly low. But after his sister, just 47 years old, found out she had advanced heart disease, Mr. Del Sandro, then 43, and the president of Zippy Cell, a self-storage company, went to a cardiologist. An X-ray of his arteries revealed the truth. Like his grandfather, his mother, his 4 brothers and 2 sisters, he had heart disease. One brother, Michael, has not received a diagnosis of the disease. Now he and his extended family have joined an extraordinary federal research project that is using genetic sequencing to find factors that increase the risk of heart disease beyond the usual suspects: high cholesterol, high blood pressure, smoking and diabetes. The aim is to see if genetics can explain why heart disease strikes apparently healthy people. The hope is that a family like Mr. Del Sandro's could be a Rosetta Stone for heart disease, and that their arteries' profound but mysterious propensity to clog could reveal forces that do the same in millions of others. We don't know yet how many pathways there are to heart disease, said Dr. Leslie Biesecker, who directs the study Mr. Del Sandro joined. That's the power of genetics. To try and dissect that, researchers have long known that a family history of early death from heart disease doubles a person's risk independently of any other factors. Family history is defined as having a father or a brother who were given a diagnosis of heart disease before age 55 or a mother or sister before age 65. Scientists are studying the genetic makeup of each member of the Del Sandro family, searching for telltale mutations or aberrations in the long sequence of 3 billion chemicals that make up human DNA. Until very recently, such a project almost certainly would have been futile. Picking through DNA for tiny aberrations was so costly and time-consuming that it was impractical to take on for an entire family. Analyzing the deluge of data would have been overwhelming. But costs have plunged, and data analysis has advanced. With the right family, you may need only one family, said Dr. Robert C. Green of Harvard Medical School, who studies genetics and medicine and is not involved in the study. Beyond risk factors, control of cardiovascular disease is one of medicine's great success stories. Over the past 45 years, heart disease death rates have steadily dropped 60% from their peak in the 1960s. But doctors still rely mostly on risk factors discovered decades ago: cholesterol levels, blood pressure, diabetes, smoking, obesity and a sedentary lifestyle. Risk factors are part of the canon now in medicine, said Dr. Gary H. Gibbons, the director of the National Heart, Lung and Blood Institute. We use them every day. Still, people arrive at the hospital every day with heart attacks. And heart disease is still the leading killer of men and women. Each year, nearly 600,000 people in the United States die of heart disease. Though the average age for a first heart attack has steadily risen, and it is now 66 for men, and 70 for women, and many die much younger. And many had no obvious risk factors. What, researchers ask, are they missing? The old method of inquiry into heart disease was to start with basic laboratory research, test a hypothesis in animals, develop a drug and then test it in humans. That approach led to some expensive failures. Researchers now want to use human genetics. We need to understand disease biology in humans, said Dr. Elias Zerhouni, a former director of the National Institutes of Health and now president for global research and development at Sanofi. The tools are here. But the greatest challenge is to figure out how to prevent heart disease in the first place. And that is where the Del Sandro family comes in. A family's grim secret. Mr. Del Sandro had been more or less in denial about his family's heart disease problem until one of his sisters, Robin Ashwood, found out she had it. One Saturday morning about 6 years ago, she was running on a treadmill when her arms began to feel sore, as if she had done a tough workout with weights. She ended her